What's up guys, Carl Dizzle here. On today's video I got something crazy for you. I haven't posted in a minute, but this time I got something crazy for y'all. But before we start, I gotta apologize to you guys, because there's kind of been like a change in plans with this V6 to V8 swap. But it's still gonna happen, but we're gonna put that on hold because it's something way bigger and better. But I know you guys wanted that video just in case y'all have a V6. I want to go to V8, but I got something way better for y'all right now. I'm still gonna do it, but you know, time. But guys, I have a 2004 Mustang GT 40th anniversary, and I bought it. So let me give y'all a quick story. My mother came down to town on Memorial Day. I drove down to Raleigh to see her, and my car started freaking out. Like, I'm here doing 90. My car just ain't picking up speed. So I'm here thinking, okay, well, it's my exhaust. My exhaust was dragging. So when I got to my mom's place in Raleigh, I got my car towed back. My buddies told me, say, man, your car freaking out. Say, oh, you need a new RAM. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go search around for a RAM. I seen somebody on Facebook Marketplace have a whole 2004 Mustang GT, because I felt as though it makes sense putting back a, you know, regular V6 RAM. I might as well go back with a GT. So I hit him up, and I went there to go pick up, you know, to go pull the RAM out of his car. And you know, I was walking around the car, and the car didn't really say it, because he said he wanted $2,100 for the car. So I'm like, that's way out of my price range, and I could possibly find a semi-running Mustang GT for, you know, $2,100. So I offered him, I traded him some headlights and money for the car. And look here, I'm gonna show y'all. And this right here is the 2004 Mustang GT. You know, driver's side head was messed up. The cam journals was messed up. So I said to myself, when I was looking at this car, I'm saying just the head is messed up. And I have a whole engine at home, so I could just use the heads off that, replace them heads, and still build that motor. So now, kind of find out, I swapped the RAM. Like, I took the RAM out of Sapphire. You know, I took the RAM out of her. And I took the RAM out of Rough. I need this car rough. I'm not saying, the reason why I came up with Rough is because I know this car is going to be handled a little rough. But I ain't going to handle it too rough. But, you know, I swapped the RAMs on the weekend. Got the car Saturday, and I pulled the RAM out same Saturday evening. Got both RAMs in Sunday morning. I drove my car still was doing the same thing. So came to find out my car needed a transmission. So I'm here like, man, I'm gonna put GT together till I get another transmission. Till my transmission come. So I'm here still putting this together. But another thing what I noticed is that I felt as though I just put, when my transmission went out the first time back in December, I wouldn't say I didn't do no research. I just put back what was in the car. But then now, after doing some research, Ford has a 4R75W. They come inside the automatic GTs, the Mark 1s, the F-150s, and all that stuff there. And, you know, this is, they say it's a little slightly, it's just a built version of the 4R70W, and you know, I think that's what I should put inside Sapphire, because, you know, once I handle the car rough, but I kind of do drive a little abnormal. So, you know, I'm gonna just do that, and I should be good. Sapphire be back on the road, but then she ain't gonna be fully back on the road. I seen that she's leaking oil, but that's something slight. It's probably just oil pan gasket, because they're known to go bad and all that stuff there. So I've been working on this car slowly. So I got both heads on today. So now what I have to do now is put the head bolts in, torque them down, put time chain on, timing cover, valve cover, intake, coils, and all that there. And I should be in the green light to head this car start up and run and, you know, idle. This car has some goodies on it. You know, it has the Cobra stock 18-inch wheels. You know, have a BBK off-road X-pipe. You know, with Flowmaster 10s in the rear. Has lowering springs and all that there. So I mean, it's a win-win. But guys, I'm gonna get up with y'all and I'm back working on the car. I'm heading back to work.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Alright. Hold up.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you, girl. Oh yeah. Okay. I like the sound of that. I love it. What's up, guys? This is another day, well, another night. We outside, still working on rough. We got everything hooked up, plugged up. We got ignition coils in, pretty much everything on the motor, and just like figuring out little small kinks. But, you know, it's nothing too crazy, nothing we can't handle here. I also put in a new master cylinder, and me and Bay was bleeding the brakes, you know, trying to make sure you got a stiff brake for when we go driving. Me and Bay also put the pads and rotors on. We did all that stuff there. You know, Bay was a extremely amazing help. Like, I couldn't do this day, like today, I couldn't work without her because today at work was stressful and I barely had energy to work. But Bay really made it happen for me to, you know, get the energy to work on rough. But let me show you guys what we got going on right now. So right here, we have everything, majority of stuff hooked up, plugged up, you know, cold air intake on. I just gotta get that vacuum line in. And tomorrow, I've been trying to bleed the brakes for the last 20 minutes and I ain't getting fluid to come through. So I ain't saying I'm gonna take the easy way out, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it inside the shop, hopefully, and just use the bleeder machine, our brake machine, to bleed the brakes. But other than that, everything else should be good. Yeah, I gotta put the serpentine belts on along with the idler pulley and just bolting the power steering pump, and that's good. Put the fines in, let it sit running idle. Right here you have a 2004 Mustang GT, you know, 4.6 liters. You know, you got some modifications done to it. I didn't do it, I bought it like this. It had a BBK off-road X-pipe. You know, it has an adjustable clutch cable. You know, aftermarket gauge cluster, aftermarket springs. You know, a lot of aftermarket stuff. I like aftermarket stuff. Because when you look at Sapphire, when I think about it, ain't nothing on this car's factory. You know, going from the rims to the tires, to the suspension, all that stuff there. Even with Sapphire, even with this car here, I see that there's some stuff I could do to it to, you know, make it better, handle better and all that there. You know, like the rear trailing arms. Like the trailing arms in the rear, stuff like that. Little small knickknacks, but nothing too crazy that we can't handle and fix. I gotta put a new bump on. I had the bash bar on the car and all that there. But everything else is looking good. This car sounds amazing. I'm gonna start it up for you guys soon. But this car sounds amazing. You know, nothing too crazy. Something slight, nothing too crazy, you know. But you know what, let me start up for you guys. But before I start up, I want to show you guys something. I think me just getting this car. There's some stuff that the car has that I wouldn't even say I didn't know exists, but I think that is dope. But let me show you what it is. So you can turn this light off. You're gonna pull this one out. When you turn it, hold on, let me turn the flat. I see that when you turn the lights on the gauge cluster, you pull it out, and we turn it all the way up. They light up. So when you drive and you could see it, I think that's pretty dope. I know it ain't nothing too crazy, but to me, I think it's pretty dope because it lights up and it looks like you just, redlining, like turbo, it's this thing. But enough of that. Let me show you what y'all really might be here for. But I know the car isn't running right, but it still runs and it sounds good. So put the foot on the clutch and we going. Let me just do this. Put my foot on the clutch and that's not bottom end noise. That's just pretty much the car dying out. But I know when I go to do, I ain't saying I'm gonna pull the motor out, but then when I get the car running and all that stuff there, and the time do come, I will be changing out the clutch. Even though this feels like a stage 3, I wouldn't know probably until I drive the car, because I haven't drove the car. When I bought the car needed a cam journal on the driver's side, needed a whole head on the driver's side. So what I did was the motor that I was building for the swap, I just used the heads off that. I was going to get another set of heads. Then I'll have a video. I was saying that when I bought the car, it didn't have no heads on it. It had heads on it, but everything was all disassembled. Bolts were all over the place. So you guys kind of get the gist of what I had to do to get it running. I had to use the heads off the block that I'm building. Then I used the bolts, because I'm missing some of the valve cover bolts, timing cover bolts, little small bolts and knickknacks. So I just used some of the bolts from the motor. I could always go to the junkyard and get more bolts. But for how I seen the car sitting inside the guy's yard, like this right here is like, I wouldn't say it's better, but it's pretty dope how the car was just disassembled and all that there. Then I came and I'm trying my best to put everything back together and make sure that the car is running, because this is dope. Like when I seen the car, I went there with the intention to buy Ram, and I came with a whole car. That I wouldn't say that I had no faith in getting it fixed, because I feel as though I'm a Mustang guru. But other people, I'm not a kind of person who let other people talk me down, but it's like, man, how are you really gonna pull this off? How you really gonna pull this off? Not knowing nothing about this motor, not checking the oil, not doing nothing, and getting this far. I ain't saying that it's good, it's bad. I'm just saying like how, from what I seen, the timing chains was still on the car, was coming off, like everything was like disassembled, getting ready, like someone's gonna work on it. But then I seen value, and everybody, I wouldn't say everybody knows, but if you don't know, I wanted a GT so bad that I was building Softfire to become a GT just because I wouldn't say I can't afford it, but it was like GTs now, a non-running GT goes anywhere between, you know, $500 to about $2,500. That's non-running or running. But then if it is running, it might have an issue or two, something you gotta fix. But then for me, I seen this car and I'm looking at it, and I noticed that I have pretty much everything to put this car back together. So I had no issue, you know, taking a risk and, you know, doing it. And as y'all can see, this is what that risk has brought me to. Brought me to a car running, but I'm gonna be there driving the car soon. I think by the time I probably post this video, y'all would see me driving the car. But with that being said, you know, I'm just lost for words. I really am.